Okay, just a very quick and dirty video here just to show my sighting setup for my ground branch primary weapons system setup. This is of course is based on my HK 418 CQB carbine, and what I'm going for is a short and mid-range sighting system, so something like a low powered scope or magnifier combined with a reflex sight of some sort, red dot, holographic sight, whatever you want to call it. So the first set I'm going to show you is the one that I'm settled on at the moment, which is what's called a tandem setup. In that case, what you've got is a reflex sight. I think it's an EOTech I use here in this particular case, and behind it, just behind it, I've got set up a flip out magnifier. I think it's a 3x magnifier, and you just flip that in and out behind your reflex sight to give you that little bit of magnification. So next up, what we've got is my previous setup, which I was quite happy with, but there was one little niggle I had with it. Now this is an ACOG, primarily an ACOG. I think it's a ×3 scope, and piggybacked on top of that I've got a micro red dot. So what you're doing is switching vertically between your magnifier and your red dot, or vice versa. Now the niggle I had with this was the kind of time. I know it doesn't seem like it's a great deal of time, but the time it took to switch from the scope vertically up to the red dot, and you kind of feel that you're missing target acquisition. I know it's a very small thing, but and obviously this would only really be of an effect in real life, where you're changing your line of sight on a real rifle. All this is, of course, is virtual, but at the same time it just niggled me that I had to adjust my virtual sight line between the ACOG and up to the red dot and vice versa. And this is why in the end I switched. It's a very good system, but I just wasn't quite happy with it. And finally, what we have here is my least favourite of the systems I've used so far, which is the cantilever system. Now here you have a kind of side mounted, it's at a 45-degree angle, micro red dot supporting a 3x ACOG sight. And what you have to do is this awkward twist of the gun to sight your red dot, and then twist the gun back to its normal vertical alignment to look through your ACOG. Now that was just as awkward actually explaining as it was to actually do, and it's the reason I don't like this. It looks really good when you see it in the movies and the TV shows, and those tactical guys really like to do that to show how really proficient they are in firearms, but I really think it's an awkward operation.